Hello everyone, I'm Max, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. Brand new Bigfoot footage that's shocking the world. Today we take a look at new Bigfoot footage and sightings coming from Canada, Ohio, and many other places with very convincing evidence. From HD Sasquatch trail camera videos to Bigfoot hunting clips and so much more. Also stay tuned for a special and crazy nature clip at the end of this video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So grab your I Found Bigfoot coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the best new Bigfoot clips. This here is the most disturbing Bigfoot encounter I've ever seen. It comes from two outdoorsmen named Frank and Don, who had the encounter out in the mountains of Alberta, Canada. Even though the footage itself looks like it comes from long ago, it was just released on November 5th, 2025. It's unconfirmed when exactly it was taken though. Frank and Don were out hunting this snowy evening, something they would do often. They ventured deep into the mountains on their ATV and they split up and went to different locations. Frank eventually starts recording when he hears some weird knocks coming from the near distance. Spooked by the knocks, he hops back on his four-wheeler and drives back to Don's stand, only to realize he's not there. He calls out and looks for him, but can't find him.
Don? Don?
It's getting darker, and he's growing more worried, so he hops on his ATV to attempt to drive around and locate his friend. But in a terrible twist of fate, he can't get it to start. It stalls over and over again.
Hey! Is that you?
He decides to trek around on foot, despite the dark and dangerous environment. He stumbles upon the head of a buck laying on the ground and some antlers surrounding it. This is when he really begins to realize something sinister is going on in this section of woods. He then finds a weird structure, like a giant teepee shelter or something, but no people ever come out to this area, so it didn't make sense. As he's investigating the structure, he hears something very large moving right behind some trees. He loads his rifle, and what happens next is chilling. He fires a shot at the creature, and then he picks up his camera and shines his light towards it. We see something huge and dark lurking within the trees. Frank recalls this is when the behemoth creature charged him, so he took another shot at it, but missed. He states the creature bowled him over, knocking him unconscious. He awoke minutes later, but there was no sign of any creature or anyone in the area for that matter. So he quickly investigated the nearby area and found multiple other structures similar to the other one he got attacked at. On and inside the structures are the bones and remains of animals. And on top of one, Frank claims there was a, quote, juvenile bipedal beast laying dead upon it, though this could just be a bear or something. But man, there's so much information and footage with this one. Frank states that he eventually found his four-wheeler again, and this time it was able to start up, and he was finally able to escape the forest. But we don't know what really happened to his friend. Not much else was listed about him. But what do you guys think? Do you believe him? I mean, this has to be one of the craziest alleged encounters ever recorded. An encounter that may prove the existence of Bigfoots in the vast mountains of Alberta, Canada. Here is another very believable Bigfoot video. This one is called the Marble Mountain Bigfoot video. In 2001, a man named Jim Mills was leading a group of teenagers on a camping trip in the Marble Mountain wilderness of Northern California. Mills was the leader of the Campus Life youth group, and they would take an annual trip to this location. During the trip, they claimed to find what looked like a large handmade shelter made from broken branches and logs. Not long after, someone in the group noticed a tall, dark figure walking on a distant ridge above their campsite. They started recording it with a camcorder, and that short video would later be known as the Marble Mountain Bigfoot footage.
It's kind of looking at us.
I don't see it.
It's moving now.
The tree is? Is that King's Castle? Yeah.
He's that kind of little skinny thing.
That little thing.
Yeah. They're kind of small, but this is a far way away.
I don't see nothing. Seriously.
On the ridge.
On the ridge.
See the patch of snow in the middle there? There's 3 patches of snow up there. See the one right up?
The video is filmed from far away and shows a large, upright figure moving slowly across a rocky ridge. The lighting makes it hard to see clear details, but the shape looks tall, broad, and dark-colored. Some viewers believe the figure swings its long arms as it walks, giving it an odd gait that doesn't quite look human. The group can be heard reacting with surprise and excitement as they watch. Here are the main reasons why people believe this footage. The Marble Mountain area is rugged, forested, and far from towns, which makes the idea of a prank or random hiker seem less likely. Supporters also point out that the figure's arms seem longer than a normal person's, and its height appears large compared to the surrounding terrain. And the supposed hut of bent trees found near the campsite was taken by some as a possible sign of Bigfoot activity. So it remains inconclusive what they saw this day, but Jim Mills knows what they saw, and he really believes it was a Bigfoot-like creature, and so do many of the campers. Let's go ahead and take a look at a very mysterious Bigfoot video. Even though the footage itself is pretty mysterious, the video is pretty clear and close up, and that's why many love and believe this footage. The main thing keeping us from determining real or fake with this one is how quick it is. It's 2 very short clips spliced into one, and it's only like 4 seconds long. Seen within these 4 seconds, though, is a tall, brown, bipedal creature. In one of the clips, it walks by a tent, and in the other one, it walks through the woods. Slowing the footage down when it's walking by the tent, it looks over at the camera at first. And we get a pretty good look at its face. Then it turns its head and walks away, showing us the side profile of its face. Another observation that can be made is this thing is shockingly tall. Some estimate it upwards of 8 feet. I mean, it is the textbook look of a Bigfoot, but it also does look slightly slimmer than the usual descriptions. Maybe that's because of its tremendous height, that's why it appears slimmer, who knows. Also, the lack of information and footage length is turning some people off. Some are claiming this is just someone in a costume, being filmed by someone with an older camera for the blurry effect. Others suggest this could be real found footage of Bigfoot. And the sad part is, we'll likely never know, unless some more information comes out or more footage that makes the video longer and we can see better. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see. If any other information comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. So stay tuned, and on to the next clip. This newer Bigfoot trail camera capture is crazy. It was originally taken in 2019, but hasn't been seen much at all. The man reportedly had trail cameras set up in the forest near his home. Like you'd expect, his cameras were for wildlife and game. but this was the last thing he'd ever expect to capture on it. A very odd and eerie-looking humanoid figure is seen. It's dark and skinnier, covered in hair. It has a domed head, a strange hunched posture, and long arms stretching down unnaturally long. According to the uploader, the creature was about 6 to 7 feet tall. Apparently, some investigators took a look at the image and determined it didn't quite resemble a bear or an ape. Here are some enhanced versions of the picture as well. The experts also stated that the subject has no visible snout, and its arms are too long to be any kind of animal we know that lives in the area. Some people claim this doesn't look like a Sasquatch though. However, while Bigfoot is often imagined as one single type of creature, tall, hairy, and ape-like, eyewitness reports actually describe a wide range of appearances. These differences depend on the location, lighting, distance, and the storyteller's perspective. Some reports sound almost human, while others describe something far more primitive or animal-like. So, in conclusion, Bigfoot sightings vary widely, from dark and ape-like giants in the northwest to slimmer, reddish swamp dwellers in the south. Some are calm and some are curious, while others are loud or aggressive. These differences could come from environment, evolution, or simple human perspective. But across all stories, the image of a tall, strong, intelligent, and mysterious forest dweller remains the heart of what people recognize as Bigfoot. This Bigfoot footage comes from Salt Fork State Park. A father and son were camping at the Ohio park, when eventually the father would spot something strange in the woods. It was dark and the sun was setting, but he still tries to do his best to film what he's seeing. We see an upright creature covered with brown hair. It walks by, easily making its way up the side of the hill. It walks quickly but effortlessly. The father and son reportedly left the campsite right after this encounter, not wanting to camp there anymore. They were shaken up and scared of what could happen next, so focusing on their safety, they left for good. The man would eventually upload his footage to YouTube, trying to get some answers from online viewers. The video was also enhanced. They upped the brightness, zoomed in, and stabilized the footage to give us the best look at what they saw that night. Salt Fork has become one of the best-known Bigfoot hotspots in the Midwest. Locals and visitors have been telling stories of strange encounters there for decades. Since the 1980s, there have been dozens of reported sightings, with some estimates claiming over 35 separate incidents inside or near the park's boundaries. People say they've seen tall, hairy figures walking along ridges or near back roads, heard deep howls and wood knocks, or found large footprints in the mud along trails. Some reports even mention a strong musky odor or glowing eyes at night. These are details often associated with Bigfoot, or the local known version, the Ohio Grassman. So is the Ohio Grassman lurking in the Salt Fork State Park? And is this here some real footage of it? We can't say for sure, but many believe. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Now if you love Bigfoot and cryptids, you'll definitely love this new clip. Allegedly, an outdoorsman was out hiking, enjoying nature this day, when he located a strange animal he couldn't believe he was seeing. It was like some kind of mix of a lion and an eagle, a griffin. Now the video posted on October 27th, 2025 is quick, but it looks very realistic. This mythical-looking creature was just walking through the clearing. It walks by, turns and looks at the filmer, then continues on its path. Now, how the hell could a creature like this be real? Well, the griffin is a legendary creature that combines features of two powerful animals, the lion and the eagle. It usually has the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, symbolizing strength and courage, and the head, wings, and front talons of an eagle, representing sharp vision and dominance of the sky. In mythology, the griffin is seen as a guardian of treasure and a symbol of power, majesty, and protection. It's one of the oldest known mythical beasts, appearing in art and stories from many ancient civilizations. But could it somehow truly exist? Or is it simply just a creature of folklore, and this is just a hoax and too good to be true? Many are torn between this one. I personally would love if this video was real, but I can't say for sure. The following Bigfoot video comes from a hiker. Reportedly, the hiker was out birdwatching, an activity he would do a lot, especially in this area. He was in a forest located near the Tennessee and Georgia border. This all originally occurred on April 21st, 2013. Even though it came from over 11 years ago, it's still some amazing footage with substantial evidence. Take a look. The innocent bird watcher is now watching something else, something he never expected. A tall and hairy, upright creature walks through the trees while making slight growling noises. It's covered in long, straggly brown hair. According to the uploader, the being was estimated to stand at around 9 feet tall. If this was indeed 9 feet tall, this would debunk the person in a costume theory, which lots of skeptics are claiming for this one. The creature does look pretty realistic though. The way it walks and moves and the definition on its body, this one seems pretty legit. Which is also assured by the witness. He feels like he has no choice but to believe in Bigfoot now. I mean, he witnessed this with his own eyes. Probably the last time he goes bird watching in this forest. Shortly after he recorded this video, he rushed out of the forest, assuming whatever this creature was, it was dangerous. Luckily, the man was able to escape with his life this day. And not only with his life, but also with a cool and very horrifying story, complete with videographic evidence. Alright, it's time for today's nature clip, and this one is everyone's worst nightmare. A man was out camping in early September of 2025 when he awoke to something terrifying. A pack of bears ripping through his tent as he just lays there inside. Two bears are seen trying to rip through his tent, almost ignoring the man inside. It's assumed they were hungry and looking for food. If that really is the case, then this man is insanely lucky, because hungry bears usually will eat anything they could get their hands on, or paws on. And they could have easily got their paws on him. But even though the video cuts off and doesn't show it, he does escape. It's unknown if the bears eventually just left him alone or if he had to scare them off, but somehow he escapes completely unharmed. These are brown bears or grizzly bears, which are known to be aggressive towards humans at times. They're also known for their massive build, muscular shoulders, and thick fur that can range from light tan to almost black. Adult males can weigh from 400 to over 1,000 pounds, depending on where they live and how much food they have. They have a distinct hump of muscle over their shoulders, which helps them dig and gives them incredible strength. They are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals, and we have to include humans in their diets, by the way. But anyways, this man got very lucky this day. Definitely one of the closest encounters I've covered here on my channel. And like I say often, be safe out there. Whether it's Bigfoots or bears you have to look out for, always be prepared. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 5,000 likes for another one of these Bigfoot videos. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, because only 20% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And also feel free to check out my special Maximum Fear merchandise and coffee mugs. They're in the description down below. And shout out to my second channel, More Maximum Fear, where I post other scary content that you guys would definitely love. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.